Melissa Gorga charged at Jennifer Aydin on Tuesday's episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, starting a fight that required show security to step in. The drama started after Jennifer called Melissa's husband Joe Gorga a little b. Even he, little b girl, came in and commented, said Jennifer, 44, of Joe responding to a post about her on social media. "How dare she call my husband a little b," said Melissa, 42, in a confessional. "I would never speak to any of the men that way." Jennifer said it was retaliation. "I wanted to respond in a way that stung," Jennifer said. Melissa got out of her seat and barreled toward Jennifer and told her that was disgusting. When Melissa walked up to her, Jennifer appeared to grab her arm and twist it. The two then started struggling with each other. Jennifer screamed for her to get the F out of here. Dolores Catania, 51, got up and stood between them while Joe held Melissa back. Melissa pointed her finger in Jennifer's face and said, "I swear to God." Security for the show then got involved and stood between them to break up the fight. "You look like a loser," said Jennifer. "Why don't you get the F out?" "Don't ever put your effing hands on me," yelled Melissa. "You started with me and because I finished now you are all effing salty," said Jennifer, as a production security officer stood in front of her. "I get it. I don't give a F about you," said Melissa. Jackie Goldschneider, 45, immediately sided with Melissa. "I'm done with her. I don't want to help her anymore," Jackie said. "You are done with me, Jackie?" asked Jennifer. "What did I do to you now? I just think that you are an a-hole," Jackie said. Jennifer said she came to her pretending to be her friend and then made a crude remark about her husband's affair. "Fuck you," said Jennifer. "You can get the F out of my house." The season 12 episode titled Jersey Shore Showdown picked up right after Teresa Giudice, 49, stormed out of Jennifer's rented shore house to protect the love of my life Louis Ruelas, 46. Teresa was upset because she felt that her friends and family continued to talk about Louis. Jennifer called Teresa to get her to come back, but her call went straight to voicemail. Over at Melissa and Joe's shore house, Margaret, Jackie and Melissa got ready for the evening party at Jennifer's house. Dolores got ready at her own shore house and her ex-husband Frank Catania told her she looked 25 years old. She told him that she was mad that Jackie questioned her loyalty to Jennifer and then talked about Jennifer's husband behind her back. Jennifer told her husband Bill that Teresa stormed out when Louis called. "She just left abruptly," said Jennifer, who now had to host the party herself. When Margaret Josephs, 54, arrived with her husband Joe Benigino, she noticed right away that things were awkward between her and Bill. Jennifer explained to them that she didn't know what happened with Teresa but that she stormed out. Margaret was shocked. Jennifer said she didn't know why Teresa was mad and that she wasn't answering her phone. Melissa said she knew that this was going to happen. "You know Louis, is new to this world and she doesn't want anyone talking about him," Melissa said. Jennifer said Teresa just wanted to protect him. "Let him handle it," said Margaret. classic grown man. Jackie reminded everyone that the previous year Teresa herself said if something is not true that you should stick up for your man. She should be here doing that, said Jackie. Did she take the food with her? Asked Margaret. Are we going to get to eat? Jennifer told them the food was downstairs. They all fixed their drinks and sat together outside. Well, this has come full circle, said Melissa. I didn't think I would ever be hanging out at your house. Melissa said, not you, Bill, you are always kind of nice, but I feel that Jennifer and I kind of go at it. Jennifer said she was just joking around and didn't know you would get offended that much. Someone asked if Teresa was coming and Jennifer said that she really didn't know. At the same time, Teresa and Louis got into a van. After they sat down, she warned Louis that everything in the van was being filmed. It's been such a long day, said Louis. Margaret said it was very bizarre that this was Teresa's party and that she wasn't there. I think she is terrified that we are going to talk about Louis, said Jackie. Louis asked Teresa why this video was coming out now. She said it was because Margaret brought it up at the summer kickoff party at her house. Obviously, since Margaret brought it up to me, I am sure she is talking about Louis behind my back, said Teresa in a confessional. But I want to go back and handle the situation because no one should judge anybody, especially on their past. Teresa also told Louis that she doesn't trust Margaret at all. She's ruthless, Teresa said. He wants to be with her and this is what goes with the territory, said Margaret right before Teresa and Louis walked into the party. This is so Teresa, said Margaret in a confessional. She leaves in a huff and then comes back like nothing ever happened. Teresa sat down, but didn't say anything and Margaret said this is very awkward. Tracy wondered to Melissa if they were going to address the elephant. Margaret then blurted out, Teresa, Jennifer said you left in a fit. I left in a fit? Said Teresa. Yeah, you had a huff out, said Margaret. No, said Teresa. No, I didn't. Teresa also denied that she was upset and that she said that she was not coming back. She asked if anyone had anything to say to her. Because if there is stuff going on behind my back and then when I find out about it is not going to be good, said Teresa. So does anybody have anything to say? I don't think anything was going on behind your back. I think that everybody was curious about the video. It's not a nosy thing. People care about you and really are concerned, Margaret said. Teresa got upset. I've been with him for a year, there is no concern. She said whatever happened in Louis' past stays in his past and whatever happens in me and Louis' future, that's all I focus on. Louis said, I can address the video for you. Teresa said, first of all you don't owe anybody here an explanation. But Louis was insistent. Teresa wanted to know why Margaret was so interested. Margaret said it wasn't just her but that everybody was interested. Margaret asked Teresa why she was being so defensive. "I'm not," yelled Teresa. "You want to effing talk about your past, you go right effing ahead. You want to tell the whole world you cheated on this one and this one. I don't give a F, that's your effing life. Why are you so upset? asked Margaret. "I don't like how you're effing nasty," said Teresa. "You're talking behind my back about my boyfriend. I've been with him a year and you should be happy for me." "I'm thrilled for you," said Margaret. "I don't even want to tell you how effing amazing he is," said Teresa. Louis raised his hand and asked if he could say something. Teresa told him to not answer Margaret's effing question. "Somebody goes after him, they are going after me," said Teresa. "No one's going after him," said Margaret. Louis got up and asked for everyone to stop and to talk calmly. He told Margaret that she was not intimidating to him. "Does Louis think him trying to intimidate him?" Margaret said in a confessional. "I'm trying to help you explain yourself because everyone here thinks that video is crazy." Louis asked Margaret what she wanted to say to him. She said that everyone was questioning the video and wondered what kind of special camp he attended. Louis said he grew up with a lot of trauma in his life and his friends started this thing called Warrior Out in California. "A lot of men go to revisit their pain and to see their pain, get clarity and get certainty in life," said Louis. He said he was in a relationship and had to learn how to be vulnerable. He said he didn't want to commit to a bad marriage and that he wanted to end the relationship. "Are we watching the same video?" said Jackie in a confessional. "The video that I saw had you asking this woman to marry you." Margaret was also confused. "The video that we all saw he was proposing and now he's saying that it was a breakup video," said Margaret in a confessional. "So what is he lying to our faces?" Louis said the video was put out by a thirsty ex. "Are you guys happy now?" said Teresa. Joe asked Teresa what she was so mad about. Teresa said she didn't like people gossiping about her. "Your friend that you effing hang out with every day, Jennifer, gossips about me all," said Joe. "She called me a crook. Is that okay with you? It's not, but you hang out with her." Joe said in a confessional that Jennifer has spread vicious lies about him all over the internet. Teresa said, "Well, you hang out with effing Margaret." Margaret screamed, "What did I say that was so bad?" Teresa said that she brought up the video and you effing went after Jennifer. "I didn't go after Jennifer," said Margaret. "Yes you did," yelled Teresa. Jennifer stepped in and said what you did to me was cruel. Margaret said no it wasn't. Margaret said to Jennifer that she had said mean things to her and called her a slut. "You exposed a secret," said Jennifer. She said she didn't go digging on her other housemates. "You definitely dug," said Melissa of Jennifer's calls regarding Jackie's husband Devon. Jennifer pointed at Frank and said that he told her husband Bill that he knew the girl. "Jennifer, I never said that," said Frank. "If she found out that Evan cheated on me she would have shouted it for everybody to hear," Jackie said in a confessional. "Of course you were trying to hurt me just like Teresa was. Be a real woman and admit it." Tiki Barber, 46, walked into the party just as everyone was screaming. Melissa told Jennifer that she was a hater. Jennifer said she didn't know anything about Joe but that the crooked thing was out there. Jennifer said that Melissa wrote about her on social media, which was when the fight between Melissa and Jennifer broke out. Jackie said in a confessional that she can't believe she ever defended Jennifer. "She started with me," yelled Jennifer, while a security guard stood in front of her. "Jackie is effing two-faced." Jackie, Margaret, and Tracy Johnson, 46, the wife of NFL star Tiki Barber, got up to leave the party with Melissa and Joe. Jennifer's husband Bill left the party and went upstairs. "Personally, I think Bill can't stand her," Melissa said in the van as they drove off. She said she was also mad that Teresa didn't stick up for her brother. Jennifer sat down with Teresa and Dolores. Teresa told Jennifer she wanted her to make peace with Melissa. "I know you have no ill intention," said Teresa. "I don't," said Jennifer. Teresa texted Melissa that Jennifer would make it good tomorrow. "She put her hands on you," said Joe. Melissa did not believe Jennifer would come to the pink party. In a confessional, Frank said seriously, "These women are crazy." The next day, Dolores and Frank talked about the fight. He said she thought that Melissa was going to beat Jennifer up. Dolores said that Melissa came charging at her. Joe told Melissa at their house and said that Jennifer was not a nice person. Melissa said Bill has checked out of the building. Jennifer told Bill that her stomach was upset and he said it was a rough night. "It was like all three of them ganging up on me and you just stood there," said Jennifer to Bill. "You were in the back. Bill said you wanted me to get in the middle of it just so you understand that would have been a real physical fight." "You didn't say anything," said Jennifer, who said the other housewives were probably talking about how he didn't stick up for her. Margaret and her husband Joe discussed the party in their room. He said that the night was psychotic and that Louis changed the narrative about the video. "You just can't trust what he says," said Joe. Tracy, at her house, told Tiki that he missed a good time. "I didn't even get to finish my drink," said Tiki. Melissa told Tracy, Margaret that he felt okay the next day. She said that Jennifer and her had done that so many times. "But I feel when she grabbed your wrist she took it to a new level," said Jackie. "You don't touch anybody. I know," said Melissa. Jennifer made breakfast at her shore house for her family and Teresa and Louis. She thanks Teresa for standing by her and having her back. Jennifer asked them if they thought it was okay that Melissa got up and charged at her. Teresa and Louis said no. Jennifer said she wouldn't go to Melissa's party if you paid me. Teresa was going to try to talk to her and smooth things over. "I want to help you guys make up," said Teresa. Melissa said she just wanted to have a fun pink party. She had her house decked out in her pink theme. Joe said it's going to be a great night. Jen's not coming. Tracy talked to Tiki and said she expected that a big subject of conversation at the party would be why Teresa was still staying at Jennifer's house. "She insulted her brother and put her sister-in-law in a horrible position," said Tracy. She said if someone did that to Teresa she would demand that she not be friends with them anymore. The housewives sat down and Melissa asked what happened after she left and if Jennifer was upset. Dolores said yes, you charged her like you were going to hit her. Melissa said when she can't get her point across that she stands up. Jackie said she still didn't think it was right that Jennifer grabbed Melissa and put her hands on her. Jackie tried to explain to Dolores that she was actually backing Jennifer up until the fight. Dolores didn't believe her. She just wants to make herself look like a better friend, Jackie said in a confessional. Dolores, how could you keep defending this girl? Asked Margaret. I can't deny a lot of the things she has said and done, said Dolores. But when she is arguing with you guys, you all gang up on her. Tracy admitted that everyone does jump in, but that Jennifer could have resolved the issue just by saying she was sorry. She doesn't say sorry to one thing, said Margaret. She's an a-hole. Louis and Teresa told Joe that Jennifer felt really bad about what happened, but he didn't believe them. If she felt bad, she would have fixed it last night, said Joe. There is something in her. She has that evil in us. Teresa told him that if she thought Jennifer was evil, that she would not hang out with her. She's malicious and crook to me, that's a serious word, said Joe. I'm going to be honest. I'm just a little bit offended that you hang out with that girl after she says it. Teresa said she wasn't holding it against him that he hangs out with Margaret. What did Margaret do? Asked Joe. Teresa told him that she talked SH about Louis. Joe said Margaret just asked him about the video. When someone talks about your little brother that busted his A as far as you can recall, she should have eaten her alive, said Joe in a confessional. Melissa walked in and told Teresa that she should have told Jennifer to not talk to her brother like that. Tracy said she had to stand up for Joe and Melissa. My brother and Melissa need to stop this bee from running her effing mouth, Teresa said in a confessional. Tracy tried to explain to Teresa that Melissa and Joe wanted her to be more vocal in her support. I hate fighting with my family, said Teresa, who then walked off upset. The Real Housewives of New Jersey will return next week on Bravo.